بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. هذه مادة اللغة الإنجليزية للمستوى الثالث في قسم الدعوة والاحتساب، وكذلك هي مادة اللغة الإنجليزية للمستوى السادس في قسم الشريعة، وهي طلاب وطالبات انتساب المطور. وهذه الحلقة 15 إن شاء الله، وهي إكمالا الحلقة الماضية. وعنوان هذه الحلقة Focus on Writing. Focus on Writing, page 69. Page 69. Focus on Writing. Style, letter writing. Letter writing. How to write a letter. How to write a letter. Okay. We have a letter here in page 69, please. Letters have 5 parts. Letter have 5 parts. Okay. Date, opening, body, closing, and signature. So we have 5 parts for each letter. Read the letter to Jolly from Christine. Try to label the 5 parts of this letter. Okay. So we have here September 30th, 2005. Dear Jolly, hi, thanks for your letter. Your invitation plans sound like so much fun. So we have this letter, and then we have the conclusion at the end of this letter. We have, I'll call you soon to talk more about the trip. Maybe we can go together. All the best, Christine. So, can you guess what are the 5 parts of the letter? So we have here, we have the date at the top, on the right side. We have September 30th, 2005. What is it? And we have Dear Jolly, also Jolly. And then we have the letter itself. We have different paragraphs, maybe 3 or 4. And then we have the conclusion. And then we have all the best. And then we have Christine. So can you guess the 5 parts? Just, try to use your mind and guess what these 5 parts are. So just think of them, and let's now move to page 70, please. Page 70, please. The 5 parts of a letter. The letter from Christine is a personal letter from one friend to another. Like all letters, it has 5 parts. It has 5 parts. What are the 5 parts? Let's take one by one now. Date. Usually in the top right corner of the paper. So this is date. Usually at the top right corner, this is called date. This is part number 1. What is part number 2? Or opening. A greeting to the person you are writing to. Dear, the person's name and a comma. So here, the date, the part 1 is September 30, 2005. This is page 69. And part 2, which is the opening, Dear Julie. This is part 2. Number 3, body, your message. 1 or more paragraphs. So the paragraphs here of this message, this is part number 3. What about number 4? Closing. A word or phrase like all the best wishes, or yours truly, followed by a comma. Here, part number 4 is all the best. And last one, part number 5, signature, your first name only for people you know, your full name for other people. So for example here, Christine is the example of part 5. The letter on pages 61-62 from Save the Elephant Fund is a business letter. A business letter has the same 5 parts as a personal letter. Of course, this is a personal letter, but there are a few differences. In a business letter, your name and address come after a date. The name and address of Save the Elephant Fund comes at the top of the page because it is already printed on the paper. This kind of the printed name and address is called letterhead. Most businesses are letterheads on their letters. If you are writing to a specific person, the name, title, and address of that person comes next before the opening. If you do not know who will read your letter for the opening, write to whom it may concern. Use sincerely for the closing. Your name printed if you are not typing, and job title if you have one, go under your signature. Business letters should be typed if possible. So these are the rules of letters, writing the letters. Label the 5 parts of the letter from Save the Elephant. That is on page 67. If you go to 67 now, So can you label the 5 parts? On page 67, please. What is part 1? Part 1 here is January 17, 2005. So what about part 2, which is the opening? Dear friend of the dolphin. What about number 3, body, starting from Chinese until the words white dolphins? What about part number 4, closing, sincerely? What about part number 5, the signature is John Jackson? Okay, so these are the very clear example of this part. So let's now move to the next page, please. This page here, page 71, please. Save the Elephant Fund received a large donation from Robin Tosi. Mark Dow must write a letter thanking Robin Tosi for her donation. Write a business letter for him using the information below. Be sure to include all 5 parts of the letter. Of course, we have them here. Robin Tosi is, we have the date of your writing, if you write it today, so write the date of today. This is part number 1. Part number 2, Robin Tosi, to Robin Tosi, or dear Robin Tosi. And number 3, the body paragraphs. And number 4, sincerely, or something like that. And part number 5, your name. So this is the one. So you can do this one, this exercise, do it as a homework. Do it as a homework. Let's move now to the same page, page 71, number B, grammar. WH questions in the simple present tense. Read these questions from the letter on page 69. Look at the verbs in the questions. What is the difference between the verbs in the column A and those in column B? So you have here column A and column B. You have verbs here and you have verbs here. What is the difference between them? So let's just read them. Column number A, where do the guests sleep? What do you need to bring? Number 3, when do you need to pay? 4, who do I call if I am interested in going? Last one, why do you want to go in December? Column number B, what interests you about Kenya? Number 2, who needs the tours? So you have different verbs here. What's the difference here? You can see in the column 1, we have all, do. While there we have just the main verb. We have the main verb. So this is the main difference between them. We have here using a helping verb or auxiliary verb, which is do, and we have there the main verb, which is interest and leads. WH questions in the simple present tense. WH questions ask for information. They cannot be answered by yes or no. What do I need? You need a backpack. WH questions start with a WH word like what, where, when, who, and why. Now let's move to page 72. Number 2, to form most WH questions in the simple present tense, use do or does and the base form of the verb. WH word, do, does, subject, base form. So where do the guests sleep? So the WH question is the where, and do or does, do, and subject is the guest, and base form is the sleep. And also why does she want to go in December? And who do I call if I am interested in going? Exception, with the verb be, do not use do or does. Where are the elephants? Who is he? So we don't use do or does. With the verb be, of course. Number 3, perform WH questions about the subject of a sentence. Do not use do and does. Use the third person singular form of the verb. So, who leads the tours? What interests you about Kenya? So you have here, just we use the subjects, who or what, and the third person singular form, verb, leads, and interests. Let's now move to exercise number 2, please. Okay? Exercise number 2. Read each sentence, write a question that the underlined words can answer. Pandas live in China. Where do pandas live? Because you know the underlying word is China. This is a place. So usually when you want to ask about a place, use the word where. Where do pandas live? So where do pandas live? We say pandas live in China. This is a place. Number 2, Chinese white dolphins live in the water near Hong Kong. So this is the subject here. So how can we ask a question about this one? We might say what? Maybe Chinese white dolphins. We might say who lives in the water near Hong Kong? Who lives in the water near Hong Kong? Because the subject here is Chinese white dolphins. Number 3, the Chinese white dolphins die because their water is dirty. So since we have because here, usually to ask about because we use the word why, because it's a reason. So we can say why do the Chinese white dolphins die? Why they die? Because their water is dirty. Number 4, elephants in Thailand like to eat native trees. So we want to ask about native trees. So we can say what? What do elephants in Thailand like to eat? What they like to eat? They like to eat native trees. So this is very easy way, very easy exercise. Try to do 5 and 6 as a homework. Let's now move to page 73, please. Page 73. I think if you just try to understand every passage and try to understand the meaning of every word and try to understand the grammar, how to use the grammar, whether it's you know, how to make questions in the present tense or the present progressive or all the previous parts of the grammar, it will be easy to learn English. But you have to take it step by step. You have to learn and learn these words, the meaning of these words. Check your dictionary all the time, know the meaning, write the meaning in English, and try to understand it, try to memorize it, and try to use it in your daily life. Just try to talk in English every day and use these or those new words in your life, in your daily life. It's very important to use it in your daily life. It's very important. I, always advise and recommend everybody to use these words as much as you can. These are very important words. Most of those words here in this book are very common words which you need in your life, in your daily life actually. If you just now go out of the class and you ask to buy something, you might say, can I get something? So this is a question, how to form a question. So you might just, here you said, where do pandas live? You might ask your teacher, where do elephants live? Where do, camels live? Where can I find my book? Where can I find my, class? All these questions in English, just try to practice them. The more you practice, just remember, this is a very important, statement. The more you practice, the more you learn. And the less, of course, you practice, the less you learn. So practice, practice, and practice all the time. Inshallah, you will learn. It's very easy to learn if you want to learn. Otherwise, nobody can just, put the English language in your head. You are the only one who can decide. You are the only one who can, work. You are the only one who can practice. Other people cannot practice for you. You are the only one who can practice, and eventually, hopefully, inshallah, you will learn the language at the end. Let's now move to page 73, please. Michael works for Save the Elephants Fund, and she is calling Mrs. Shahbaz. Fill in the missing questions. Use Michel's, Michelle's answers to write the correct questions. Mrs. Shahbaz, hello. Michelle, hi, my name is Michelle. I am calling from the Save the Elephant Fund. Do you have a minute? Mrs. Shahbaz, sure. Tell me again, who do you work for? I work for Save the Elephants Fund. We try to save endangered elephants in many different countries. This year we are working in Thailand. Mrs. Shahbaz, I thought there were a lot of elephants in Thailand. Why do you need to save them? Michelle, we need to save them because they are endangered. They are actually only about 2,000 wild elephants in Thailand now. They are endangered because people kill them. And Mrs. Shahbaz, oh no, who kills them? Michelle, elephant hunters kill them. Mrs. Shahbaz, really? Why? Just try to make a question. Why do they kill them? Why do they kill them? Okay? Because they want to sell the ivory from the elephant's tusks. That's terrible. What can you do about it? How can I help? Well, you can send us a donation. See, I'm trying to just make questions for you. It's very easy. Let's now try together to make the next question. Mrs. Shahbaz, okay, where do I send it to? Oh, see, the answer here, you send it to, and then they write the address. So you say, where do I send it to? Where do I send it to? Okay? So where do I send it to? And then Mrs. Shahbaz, who do I write the check to? Then you write the check to Save the Elephants Fund. Thank you very much for your donation. You are welcome and good luck. So this is the way. Always just check the answer and write the question. Based on the answer, you can write the question. If the answer is in the past, your question should be in the past. If the answer is in the present, your question should be in the present. If it's in the present simple, it should be in the present simple. If it's in the present progressive, it should be in the present progressive. So always check always check the answer to know how to make the question. This is the best way to make these questions. I hope it's clear for everybody. I hope it's clear for everybody how to make questions if you have the answer. If you have answers, I hope it's clear for everybody. Let's now move to page 74. Writing topics. Choose one of the following topics. Write one paragraph. Use some of the vocabulary, grammar and style that you learned in this unit. You have $300 US dollar to donate to one of the groups from section 1C, pages 58-59. But you have some questions. Write a letter to one of the groups. Say that you want to help, but you want to ask some questions first. Ask at least 3 WH questions. Remember to include all 5 parts of a letter. Number 2, you have $300 US dollar to donate. Will you give your money to Save the Elephants Fund? Why or why not? Give as many reasons as you can. Number 3, what are some endangered animals you know about? Do you think it is important to save these and other endangered animals? Why or why not? Number 4, there are several bumper stickers about saving or not saving endangered animals. Look at the ones below. Which bumper sticker do you agree with? Explain your answer. So you have here maybe, I think, 4 topics. You choose one of them. Choose one of these 4 topics and try to decide which one you like most, okay? So for me, I will choose number 3. What are some endangered animals you know about? Do you think it is important to save these and other endangered animals? Why or why not? I think, for the animals I know about, as I told before, rabbits and deer. Do you think it's important? I think it's very, very important to save these and other endangered animals. Why? Just to keep their style, to keep their type of animal. Because imagine that you have a lot of deer now and a lot of rabbits everywhere going around. This is one of the good scenes of our nature. I think we should protect and save their lives, just to protect them. They deserve to live, and we should not kill them for just something not important. I think just to use the trees for something, to cut the trees and use it for something, or just to hunt them, just to eat them. We have a lot of animals to eat, like fish, and we bring some animals from outside. So we need to hunt our animals, because we have only few. If we have maybe thousands and thousands and maybe 100,000 of them, maybe we can hunt few. But since we have much we don't have many of them, so we shouldn't hunt them, and we shouldn't cut the trees in the desert just to save their lives, to save the lives of these animals, since we have only few of them. So this is my paragraph, or my topic. So if why or why not, this is the reasons. So we should keep their lives, we should find other resources for trees, we should find other resources for food, all these types. We should find other resources to bring maybe different animals from outside. So all these are different reasons just to support my opinion. I think you might agree with you, or of course you can decide, you can choose number 1, 2, 3 or 4, or even you can choose number 3, and you might have different opinion than my opinion. Your opinion might be different from mine, right? So if you, of course, you have the right to choose whatever you like. Now, let's move now to the last part, which is number D, research topic. We have different topics here, so work in small groups, write a letter asking for help for an endangered animal. Follow these steps, okay? Choose an endangered animal. Number 2, get information about this animal from the library or the internet. The information should help you answer the following questions, okay? So you have just now, the first step, you choose any animal you like. Number, you have a question here. Why is this animal endangered? At least 2 reasons why it's endangered. Maybe because they are few, or because their number is getting less and less, and because maybe people, why is this animal endangered? Because people hunt them or kill them, and because people maybe, so if we choose the example, my example, which was deer, so why this animal is endangered in Saudi Arabia? I think because people hunt them or kill them. The other reason, because people kill or cut down the trees in the desert, and therefore those deer won't find enough food to eat from the desert, and then they will die. So these are 2 reasons. What can people do to save this animal? At least 2 ideas. I think they should not hunt these animals anymore. They must stop hunting the deer anymore, and also they must stop cutting the trees in the desert. The trees in the desert. They should stop cutting these trees. So these are also another 2 reasons. What groups like Save the Elephants Fund or Friends of the Tiger help to protect this animal? I think there are some groups, organizations, and they call it, maybe we can call it Deer Fund or Friends. Or Friends of the Deers, or Save the Deers Fund, or Friends of the Deers. Number 3, write the letter addressed to the other students in your school. Dear fellow students, explain to them why this animal is endangered. Explain to them why it's endangered. Number B, how they can contact a group to learn more about the problem. How they can help, and remember to include the 5 parts of the letter. Have everyone in your group sign. Share your letter with another group and read the other group's letter, then answer these questions. Did the writer include the 5 parts of the letter? Always, it's very important to check those 5 of letter. These are 5. Remember them again: the date, the opening, the body paragraph, and the concluding, like sincerely, and the name of the writer. If the writers used WH questions, did they use them correctly? Underline any verb you think might be incorrect. Talk it over with the other group. Number 3, is there a sentence you do not understand? Underline it. Ask the other group to explain to. Whenever there is a sentence not clear, always try to write it down and try to ask people to write it for you. So this is very good exercise for you, and this is the ending of this exercise. وهذا آخر تمرين في هذه الحلقة إن شاء الله، وإلى اللقاء في الحلقة القادمة، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.